Mic check, mic check.
Hold up, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch. One flip and we're real tired. I was supposed to be at that fucking Gtramp competition 3 years in a row. Fuck you, Grey Grow. Bro, have you seen Jack Payne? Have you seen this? Bro, me and Jake were like, we got off work one day and we were like sitting down watching YouTube videos and we see Cody posted a new video and we're like, that's fucking Jack Payne, bro.
Yeah. That's so funny, bro.
Oh. Bro, if I'm being honest though, the flipping community back then, that was the most wholesome community I've ever been a part of. Out of anything I've ever been into my whole life. Flipping community was so like real and supportive. I don't know how it is anymore though. I feel like shit's kind of crazy. Like, what about what's Ernest doing these days?
Like 8 flips. This is Washed Up Gtramp, take 1.
Washed Up Gtramp. You're not wrong.
Who are you and where are you from?
My name is Niam. Call me Lil Ginge. From Spokane, Washington. Shit, why'd I say it like that? That's it. That's all I gotta say.
If it weren't for flips, what would you be doing?
Probably the same exact thing I'm doing, to be honest. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I have no idea.
Before today, when was the last time you did a flip?
Before today, okay. I'll do a backflip here and there now. But before like today, I haven't had an actual session probably 2 years. So.
What do you do for a living?
I am currently the youth director at a community center. I also do a lot of sports betting.
What was the scariest flip you did?
Oh.
Or trick? Scariest flip or trick that you did?
Scariest flip or trick I did was probably quad front flip, no double bounce on my Tramp Master with no net. That was horrifying.
Damn, I remember that. That was crazy.
Horrifying.
Dude, what? I can like see that edit in my head.
With that boofy ass angle. The tree in the way.
What was the worst injury you had?
I guess I never really had anything too bad. I broke my nose and deviated my septum on that quad Cody.
Pop up a photo now.
Oh no.
Pop up the photos.
But besides that, I've fractured my rib one time and hyperextended my knee, but besides that, my broken nose, that was the worst for sure.
Are there any tricks that you didn't do that you wished you accomplished before you kind of took
Quad
a break?
Cody.
Quad Cody?
Quad Cody. I'm gonna do it one day.
So it kind of pissed you off? Kind of?
Well,
you just like wish you did it?
I took such an L on that trick and always thought like, there's always times when like, okay, at the P&W meetup, I'm doing it this year, or at Peter's house, I'm doing it, and I just have never, like, ever since then, I don't really try Cody tricks. Like, I mean, I guess it's also been like 5 years and I don't flip anymore, but quad Cody.
In your quad kaboom to stomach combo to trip Cody, did the trip Cody actually count?
You know, some of the losers would say that I necked it, but if you really slow down the video, you could see, yes, I turned out, but I went over my shoulder, so I think it counts.
No.
Fucking counts, Peter. Do you feel bad for almost killing Aaron Holden?
Wait, what?
Remember, bro?
Oh. In December 2017, when you double bounced Aaron Holden without him knowing it into the foam pit at Flying Circus and he landed on his head on a half and dub back, do you feel sorry for that?
I do feel sorry for that, but he should have landed it.
How do you think the Gtramp community has changed over the years since you stopped flipping?
Man, it's changed a lot. Most of the people who flipped in my era aren't doing it anymore either. I feel like we all kind of grew up. A lot of us grew out of it, and people who still are flipping, they're not really doing the tramp scene anymore. They're more ground and parkour, and that's kind of what I want to get into now. But I just feel like, yeah, we grew up, we got too tall, and got jobs, and
Overweight.
it just wasn't.
Girlfriends.
It just wasn't the same. Like it used to not hurt when I would do a quad and land on my neck, but now if I do that, like I don't
break
know
your
if
neck
I'm
like
waking
me.
up. Yeah. Like it just, when you're a kid, you're indestructible and crazy, and I see these people doing like 8 flips now. Like, not, I could never
Dude,
go back
4
to
was
Gtramp.
crazy.
I remember when 3 was crazy.
I remember when a trip kaboom would get you like reposts all the time,
Yeah.
and now it feels like people aren't like as supportive, and people are kind of. I feel like sometimes people have bigger egos now.
Exactly.
And, like what they do.
100%. People have bigger egos now. I feel like now more than ever, people are just kind of chasing the followers. Like, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't pay attention to the community as much as I used to, but I definitely feel like we all just kind of grew out of it. There started to be the Gtramp competitions, and that kind of never really expanded more than that. So a lot of people stopped doing it. Everyone's a fucking bodybuilder now.
Swear.
What are your favorite memories from the times that you did flips, like through meetups or events?
All right. My favorite memories.
Like
Every P&W meetup. Every time I went to Woodward. I mean, I've also just meeting so many new people from doing this. I mean, I met you. I met Jake from doing this. Just honestly, the feeling like when you do that big trick and all your friends just start freaking out and everyone was yelling and like you just can't wait to go edit that. Like that, life was so much simpler. That was crazy. That was my favorite part for sure.
How do you think your mindset and fear has changed over the years with doing flips?
Ooh, it's a good one. It's kind of hard for me to answer now, I feel like, because I haven't done anything crazy for a long time. But I think I was always, when it came to flips, I don't know, I was always pretty fearless. And then I would see like someone get hurt doing a certain trick or doing something, and then I would be scared for a while, like type beat. But I also was pretty good at never doing anything I wasn't if I was doing a trick, I was confident in myself and I knew I was gonna do it. Like I would whenever I was about to do it, I'd close my eyes and I'd visualize myself doing it, and that honestly worked for me, and that took away the whole fear factor. And I mean, it's also another thing, like you're gonna be scared when you're sending like a crazy trick, but when you have all your friends around, you know, there's loud music playing, the bass drop's about to hit, like you gotta send it, like you're gonna send it. And
that's like the best feeling, like when you do the flip, you make it around and all of your friends there. Like that's why meetups were so impactful. I think
meetups were
like
right, that and this ability to meet so many new people, like make so many new relationships. There's so many people doing it, and like I said, it was honestly the most genuine community I've ever been a part of. Like there really wasn't anyone toxic in that community. There wasn't people commenting, "What the fuck, you're trash." Like it was a bunch of hard eyes. I love you.
It's true, dude. It's true.
Yes, the flipping community was cringy. It was very cringy.
We got made fun of for being gay all the time in school.
We sure did. I don't regret a thing.
When you did Gtramp and flips, who were your biggest inspirations in the community?
My first biggest
Biggest
my
inspiration?
first biggest inspiration was Tanner Brungart, Casey Bloxham, Colin German. You know, like I seen them on YouTube. That's really what got me into the trampoline scene. Then I'd say I got to meet some of the people in Washington and LA. So like Lucas White, Ramy, Jackson. I mean, basically all the people in Washington. I saw what they were doing, and I just wanted to like be one of those people, like in Washington, known for doing the crazy flips. Like, and I would flip every day. And then honestly, my first inspiration was Parkour Peter, came to Seattle for the parkour meetup at the gym, and then met Peter, followed his Instagram, saw he had a trampoline set up, and then we arranged a trip for me to drive down to Seattle, and ever since then, trampoline was my thing.
And
after that.
And that's when you did your first trip ball out. We did trip kabooms.
That was crazy. I wanted to do trip kaboom, but then I tried a double kaboom.
Yeah.
That was when my kaboom were so ass still. Do you remember my broken kabooms?
Yeah, I had those like a little bit before.
But I remember I did a double kaboom, you double bounced me, and I like flew back and scraped my shins on your tower bounce, and I was like, nope. Nope.
How old were you when you started flips?
Okay, I started doing like parkour. Okay, I was doing gymnastics when I was 5, and then started doing parkour classes when I was 8, and then got into Gtramp. I was probably like, I did my first double on a trampoline when I was 9. I'd say that's, yeah, I was 9 years old, did a double front flip, and then really got into Gtramp when I was about 11 or 12 when I really started.
What trampolines did you have during your career?
I had first trampoline I ever had was a really bad $100 trampoline from Craigslist that was bouncy. It was super bouncy. Well, not super bouncy, but bouncy enough. I loved it. I ripped it. Did a Cody full, and then my knee went right through it. So then I bought a skybound mat for it. Loved that trampoline. Then I had a Tramp Master, and I ended up getting like Euro Springs for it. But that's all I had. But fuck that Tramp Master. I flew off that thing like 8 times. How am I alive, bro? Look at that. Like,
Yeah, I swear. I don't think I've ever fallen off my Tramp Master.
what? Bro, I've fallen off mine like.
You've fallen off mine.
Oh, I've fallen off yours too. It's kind of, I don't know. I was just so young and fearless. I feel like I knew the consequences of what could happen. I was doing some crazy stuff with no net or just even a crazy flip in general. But honestly, I didn't care. The feeling of doing the trick you wanted to do was probably one of the best feelings in the world, honestly.
When you're really going hard at flips, around how many hours per day were you session on the tramp?
Ooh. Man, honestly, at 4, probably on average. I mean, there'd be days where, like if it was a school day, right when I get home from school, I'd go start jumping on the trampoline. Weekends, start my day, jumping on the trampoline, take a little break, edit, go jump on the trampoline again. Like, that's really all I did, honestly. My whole life revolved around flips for the longest time.
How do you think social media made an impact on the Gtramp community?
Well, definitely made a big one. It definitely, I mean, it blew up. That's how I found out about it. I feel like that's how most people found out about it, that or a friend. And I think it was great. It really pushes people to try new tricks because the support that you would get when you posted it was crazy and make you so motivated to go out there and try something new again. But nowadays, I feel like it's probably going more downhill. I mean, I don't know, social media nowadays, the community's just not the same. It will never be as genuine as it was, I think. I mean, we were all just little kids. Like, the community was literally like all 10-year-olds through 12-year-olds, and then like a few teenagers. Like, that's literally what the community was for the longest time.
How do you feel when you go back and watch the old videos of your edits?
Some type of way. Like, there's been times where I've been watching my old edits, I'd be like tearing up just because some of the best memories of my life, and it feels so real when I'm rewatching it. And I also feel like I look at the old stuff I was doing and I kind of can't believe it. Like, how was I doing that? I was crazy. But
yeah, we kind of had that fearless mindset until a few of us broke their necks, broke spines, and
exactly,
crazy stuff.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you're not invincible. No one's invincible, and Peter's invincible. Besides that, it's like, I know, like, the risks are very high especially for Gtramp. Like, these kids are doing such crazy, like, oh man, kids are doing like sextuple flips to their stomach now. Hey.
Where do you think Gtramp's gonna go in the future? Do you think there's gonna be more bigger competitions? Do you think it's gonna fall off a bit? Where do you see the community and sport going?
I do see it growing more. I don't think it's ever gonna fall off. I feel like it's kind of set in stone now, because there's always gonna be people doing it now, and there's always gonna be people getting their friends into it, and those friends are gonna get their friends into it. That's just how it works, because it's so cool and it's so fun. Like, I genuinely think in 20 years from now, it's gonna hopefully be a mainstream sport. But also, I feel like to do that, they kind of need to find a way. Like, I feel like it's kind of hard to have competitions. Like, yeah, you can do biggest trick and have a judge there, but I don't know if that's gonna really work, because there's so many like, the thing with flips is that there's infinite amounts of things you can do. There's infinite amount of combos. You can still make up your own trick. Like, and I just feel like, as far as judging that in a competition goes, I don't know how they would do it. And I just hope what I don't want to see is competitions getting to the point where people are just getting 3 double bouncers and doing like 7 flips in the air. And like, I think it should more be twisties, combos, no double bounce allowed in the competitions. I think that.
What are your thoughts on tower bounce?
Tower bounce is great. Tower bounce is awesome.
A couple years ago, like, fuck tower bounce.
Because I couldn't do it. No, tower bounce, I have nothing against tower bounce. I think it can definitely be overdone.
Looked at me. The video of the flex tape video of me.
I'm sorry.
Roll that clip, roll it back.
Roll the clip.
I could probably find it. Oh my god.
Oh, but tower bounce, I mean, I don't have anything against it. I think it could definitely help, especially for the younger kids who, you know, like, haven't grown up all the way yet, don't really got a lot of leg power to do stuff without double bounce. I'm all for it. Jump off that 20-foot tower. But also, like you said, in the competition scene, no tower bounce. No tower bounce in the competitions.
What happens when you drink a strained blue drink and you don't know what it is?
Well, you die. You die. I've actually rolled the clip.
This is what happens when you drink a strange blue drink that you don't know what it is. Ooh. 2 hours later.
Is it officially hump day?
And guess what? More importantly than 2014, it's officially hump day! It's the first hump day of 2014.
Why does your mom not let you drink coffee?
Okay. This is why my mom doesn't let me drink coffee. 5-10 minutes.
What was the name of your leopard gecko?
It's fucking Georgie. He was a pimp. Rest in peace.
He's climbing to the top. He made it. Dun, 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 dun.
Do flips for him.
What are your opinions on Greg Rowe?
Fuck Greg Rowe. Bro. Listen, Greg Rowe, if you're fucking watching this, you didn't let me in the GT games 3 fucking times. Honestly, you're probably the reason I quit flips, bro. That hurt. That hurt my feelings. I sent some crazy shit. I had a fire ass video. I had like 200 comments on that video. No way you don't make it. You're making it for sure. You're making it. Didn't even get a response. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you, Greg Rowe. That better be in the video.
Are there any people in the community that you wish you met during your time flipping?
Whew. I always, who did I want to meet in the flipping community? Fucking Grey Grow at GT Games, but that didn't happen. I don't know. That's actually a really hard question. I wanted to meet Cam Shorey for a while and was gonna, but that never happened. I mean, as a kid, I looked up like to Tanner Brungart, but I mean, now I could give less of a shit. I must have had people that I was messaging.
Did you want to meet Baby I'm Dope?
Oh, baby, I'm dope, bro. I have him on Snapchat.
Are you a washed up Gtramper? Thanks for the interview, bro.
Ow.
Nf.flips, Sleepy Ginge.
Sleepy Ginge.
Run it up. Spokane, baby.